huge show today. We got major announcements. We're giving away a signed Stan Lee comic book. Buckle up. This is your Hot 10 Hot Comics list. Let's get into it. All right, so we're kicking off the show, Russ, with our first sponsor.
It's so cool, and this is something that's a long time in the making. We're really, really happy to make this announcement.
If you put Tom101 in the coupon code for Key Collector Comics, you get a 1-week free trial of the best comic book app that's on the internet.
And this is so cool because you know what? We were talking about the Key Collector app when I think we had 400 subscribers on this channel. The fact that Nick reached out to you, and this is something you guys have been working on for a while, we are very, very proud to say that we are sponsored by Key Collector, and this key code will get you even more comic book goodness and get you all the notifications for everything that you should be collecting.
That's right. Oh, and then we're talking about the Hot 10 Comics list for one reason and one reason only. CBSI, comicbookinvest.com. This website packed with value for the comic book community. They produce the Hot 10 Comics list every single Friday. They kick us the list just a little early so we can make a video for the comic book community every single week. So hit that subscribe button. We make a lot of comic book content, don't we, Russ?
Yes, we do.
Let's jump into this list as we do at number 10. We have another dollar bin book breaking the list. We have Marvel Fanfare issue number 11.
Oh my God.
The first appearance of Iron Maiden.
That's crazy. I mean, Bruce Dickinson, Run to the Hills, first Eddie?
Oh,
no.
Steve Harris? No,
God.
no. Wrong Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
This is Iron Maiden, the Black Widow, the spy, the assassin that no one was really talking about.
Okay, still hot though.
Yeah, Marvel Fanfare issue number 11 is going for $30 strong, and this is very recent after San Diego Comic-Con news. Rachel Weisz is optioned to play this character in the up-and-coming Black Widow movie.
Okay.
She leaked some information at the recent convention stating this character is going to be introduced into the franchise as a highly accomplished spy and assassin already.
Okay.
She's been through the spy program since she was a kid.
Right.
This is going to be a character out the gate that's going to be a dangerous foe to Natasha Romanoff. There are more Black Widows than just Scarlett Johansson and her own character. We're going to be seeing more. So I'm excited to see what information comes out because this may not be the only dollar bin book that we may see spike.
Definitely not.
At number 9, we got some option news.
1:03 p.m., I received an email from Kat Salazar over at Image Comics, and I texted Tom, and I'm like, Farmhand just got optioned. And Tom texted me back. He's like, Nick from Key Collector just messaged me and said, Farmhand just got optioned. So this was Buzz News. And if you didn't hear, Farmhand has been optioned to be a show, and Farmhand number 1 spiked from about $3 or $4 to $25 immediately. And this is crazy because Tom and I actually went to Image Expo last year. We got to meet Rob Gilroy, and since Tom and I are both fans of Chew, we were really excited to see what his new project was. We went over and I asked him, and I'm like, hey, give me your elevator pitch. What do you want us to know about this book? And he said, farmer plants body parts. And I said, sold. That's it. Yep. I mean, he gave me those words, and immediately, and I'm like, I'm going to buy this book. The concept is great. It's simple. We know how simple Chew was, and this is just the type of thing that you get this pitch, and people are like, awesome. That's going for $25. There's a super rare Jesse James variant that was available for as low as $7 in the last year. There's only 500 of them made. Those have been going $30 raw and are going for $150 for a 9.8 sale. It's really, really crazy. But you know what? Our first giveaway...
Yeah, we got more than one giveaway to do.
I know, but our first giveaway this video, this is actually something that Tom and I got at... Image Expo last year.
July 2018.
July 2018 is when it came out. We got this in February of 2018, and it is signed by Rob Gilroy. Yeah, so this is promotional poster. The only way you could get this was to go to Image Expo, and we will be sending this out to one lucky person who likes, subscribes, and tells us down below, what do you think about Farmhand, and how do you like it compared to Chew?
Yeah, let us know if you have any fun things you got on the hunt this week. We like to hear from the community. And let's take a look here at number 8, because we have Magnificent Miss Marvel issue number 5 making the list. This is a new book.
Yeah, oh yes, very new.
Yeah, We have Monica Rambeau, who is featured in a new costume in this issue.
That's cool.
And it definitely spiked for this reason. There's not a whole lot of key moments that's caused much buzz in this run. But this book is now going for $20. If you're patient, you can probably snag it for $15. At San Diego Comic-Con, we have word that an adult version of Monica Rambeau will be making the screen. Disney Plus has announced WandaVision, and we're going to be seeing this character hit. So I want to just throw out there that we got to keep in mind other appearances of this character. We do know that ASM Annual 16 is her first appearance as
that one spiked hard
Captain
last
Marvel. It did spike last year. And then we also have Mighty Avengers #1.
Okay.
All right, this is the first appearance of the Mighty Avengers team. This is also the first appearance of Monica Rambeau as Spectrum, the first appearance of Blade as part of the Spider team.
Okay.
Spidey hero,
Sure.
right? So this is a minor Blade appearance, and I'm mentioning that because of another comic that's going to be making this list.
So number 7 on the list, this is just another one of those fantastic covers, and surprisingly, it has nothing to do with an option. We're breaking the streak right here. Age of Conan Belit #5, the Jenny Frison variant. This is a 1 in 25 variant. I can tell you that when we started ordering the Belit variant, we were ordering 10 copies and then 8 copies and then 5 copies. It's a 5-issue miniseries, and there just wasn't a... People like it, but there just wasn't a whole lot of demand for a Belit miniseries, even though the art has been stunning. Well, you can only imagine how few comic shops were ordering 25 copies to get this Frison variant. $70 is very, very strong on a 1 in 25 variant, and some are even being listed for as high as $90.
People loving her covers, man. Variant after variant that she does are spiking. Take a look at Voltron, a Legend Forged issue #1 cover C. This is Jenny Frison's first published cover. 9/6s are exceeding $150, and it's not because of Voltron collectors.
No, definitely not.
Also, big shout out. I've been up on my Buffy as of late. Boom is killing it. They revamped the whole Buffy world.
Yes.
Any Buffy fans, you got to get right back into the comic. It's all fresh. It's all new. And issue #4 has a 1 in 25 variant done by Jenny. There's also a 1 in 50 sketch cover. It's of Willow. It's gorgeous. I'm looking for this book. What do we got at number 6? Because I have a feeling we have more things spiking because of SDCC.
Thank you, San Diego Comic-Con. Number 6, we have Thor, Volume 4, #1. This is Jane Foster as Thor. Because again, it was one of those books that no one really cared about the first print or the second print until we got to see Natalie Portman hoisting Mjolnir. And that makes it solid.
It's done. It's happening.
Right. It's absolutely happening. And really, there was speculation that Natalie Portman wouldn't even come back. I mean, all of the stuff that was in Endgame was reused footage. They did not shoot anything new for Endgame. It was apparently leftover from the Thor movie that she had done. Right? So the fact that she's coming back for a large enough paycheck to make her to do this again.
Yeah, we're going to be getting Jane Foster as Thor, and it's causing this dollar bin book to spike extravagantly.
It's really, really crazy because the first print is going for 40 to 50, and the second prints are being listed for 60.
Dude, the second print, it's a blue. It's got blue on the cover instead of the traditional color.
No one
scheme.
wanted the second print.
It's a $2
That was the
book.
thing, right? I know
that wouldn't sell.
I put a run in my 50-cent bin less than a month ago, and that's not a joke.
At the list at number 5, we have more SDCC news with Avengers issue number 43 making the list. This is the first appearance of the Red Guardian, and it was announced at San Diego that David Arbor, formerly from Hellboy, he's going to be taking the lead as this Soviet Union Captain America version hero.
He's also known as the Red Guardian. So you can look him up in the Marvel comic universe.
This was a $10 book raw for quite some time. We're now seeing some pretty big spikes.
I was getting texts about this on Monday. Hey, have you seen this book? Hey, have you seen Avengers 43? Hey, did you talk about this thing? And yes, we were seeing them go from almost nothing to $60 to $100 raw.
That's right. Keep an eye out for issue number 44. It's a 2-parter, and it's the second appearance, and we know how that typically causes spikes as well. This is a character that's a love interest to Natasha Romanoff, kind of giving us an idea of what to expect in this upcoming movie.
Absolutely.
And then at number 4, we got Wolverine's Daughter making the list again. But kind of different, right?
Yeah, Tom, but kind of different here. So we saw Marvel Comics Presents number 6 on the list 2 weeks in a row, and the first prints were going for an astronomically high price. I mean, we're looking at $50 and then $70 and then $80. Marvel does what any good publisher should do, and they release a second print with a 1 in 25 variant. And you know I'm already super excited about the fact that they're doing this.
Oh, and then they put her on the cover.
With second prints, and they put her on the cover.
Oh my goodness.
So now she's got her first cover appearance of a 1 in 25 variant. And man, on Tuesday, these were going for $140, $150. They may have settled around $100, but I don't even know. I mean, I made a post on Instagram earlier today that, if you will remember, Wolverine had a daughter 20 years ago with Elektra. Her name was Wild Thing. And I know technically she's not part of Earth 616, but those books were really hot. People really liked them. People cared about Wild Thing 20 years ago, and now it's worth nothing.
Coming in at number 3, we got What If number 10 coming on the list. The first appearance of Jane Foster as Thor. Kind of. Didn't we just say that earlier on the list? This is actually a question that is being discussed in the community in length, because both of these comics are being listed online as the first appearance. Because if we look at Thor Volume 4, issue number 1, that's the first appearance of Jane Foster as Thor in continuity.
Right.
But if we look at this What If comic book, well, this was an idea from way back when.
Right.
What if Jane Foster could lift Mjolnir?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and this is a book that happened to feature the first appearance, even if it wasn't intended, of Jane Foster as Thor. And it's seeing major spikes in the market.
Oh, it absolutely is. And I remember selling these, even less than a year ago for, $30 to $50 for a really sharp looking copy.
For just the spec.
Just the spec, because people were talking about it. Now, raws are well over 100. I saw a raw that was listed at near mint on eBay go for like $185. It's crazy. I don't even know what 9/8s are at right now, Tom, but they've got to be astronomical. Yeah. Number 2, we have Tomb of Dracula 10, because there's an announcement for a new Blade movie.
That's right. We got to wait till phase 5. But this was my favorite announcement outside of like the confirmation that Eternals is happening and seeing the cool artwork, the concept art. This is going to be crazy, man. We're going cosmic. Buckle up. And we have Mahershala Ali. I know I'm better as Cottonmouth. Shout out to Luke Cage 19. Nice. Underrated book. But he's going to be Blade, and you couldn't have picked a better person.
No, Wesley Snipes has even given his blessing. Probably begrudging, because I know Wesley Snipes needs a paycheck, but he's like, yeah, that guy will be fine.
Back to the book we're talking about. We're talking about Tomb of Dracula, issue number 10, hitting all-time record highs. 9/8. Oh my gosh, exceeding $7,000. Never thought I'd say that.
I know.
But you know what? Hype is real. People want Blade. People want this book to succeed. Also, it's not just issue number 10. You want to add issue number 12, the second appearance. You want to add issue number 13, the third appearance to your list. They're a bit more affordable. But this is a strong spec book. I think there is so much potential in this franchise. Top of the list at number 1, but we got some giveaways here because we got more giveaways to do.
So much.
So these right here are 2 prints. We got Bebop and Rocksteady, okay? Kevin Enslinger Art is the first sponsor of the Mystery Mail Call.
Super cool.
All right, what does that mean? Well, our Mystery Mail Call, the comic book subscription service where we send you comic books every month, comictom101.com to sign up and join the community. Well, we send you comic books. But additional to the comic books that we're sending, we will now be including a signed, numbered, limited edition print courtesy of Kevin Enslinger Art.
So awesome.
And this month, we're actually sending out 2 in every box. So in August, if you're a Mail Call member, you still have until the 15th to join. Every Mail Call will be getting a set of both of these TMNT prints.
Super, super cool. And we are giving away a set of those in this video tonight.
That's right. So again, comment down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. And we're going to be giving away signed limited edition prints to one lucky person.
Very, very
on top
cool.
of the farmhand. And what do we got at number 1, my man?
Number 1, well, again, thank you, San Diego. Spawn, number 299, San Diego Comic-Con variant.
Yeah, but I didn't think it would be this massive, man.
No, my God. $500 raw,
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
That's a little disgusting.
Disgusting!
It really is. It
crazy.
is. I mean, how many were there for
they're
this?
saying
I mean,
that it's a limited edition to 500. So
Okay.
it's super low print. We know how Spawn's been, and you know what's pretty interesting? Todd mentioned updates about the movie.
sure.
And he clearly is having some creative struggles because, well, for one, this isn't a movie that can compete with the major box office films.
Okay.
Those movies go for like 200 million as far as their budgets go.
Sure.
And Spawn has been granted a measly 20 million. So they got to go strictly for the viewer, making something unique. And Todd knows that.
Right.
So that's why he's been saying, and he's doubled down, it's going to be dark. No humor. Ugly. He said the word ugly. The film's going to be ugly. It's going to be hard
Right.
to watch. It's going to be raw. It's going to be R, hard R. And he doesn't want to do it unless he gets it there. He's having some creative struggles. We have Jamie Foxx tied to this movie. We have Jeremy Renner tied to this movie. So there's good potential, but Spawn has yet seen movement in the theatrics.
There is the base for it, and no one wants you to pull punches. Spawn's supposed to be rough.
Big thank you to CBSI, comicbookinvest.com, for hooking us up with this list a little early every single week and providing such massive, valuable content to the comic book community. We also have a giveaway to announce. Shout out to Ryan Geary. We're going to be sending you this Black Cat with a sketch cover from San Diego Comic-Con. Thank you so much for commenting down below. And Russ, oh my gosh, I mentioned at the start of the video, we're giving away a graded comic book. Do you know why we're giving this away?
You know what, Tom? I think it's because you now have 10,000 followers on Instagram, and that is a massive milestone.
That's right, 10K on Insta. Oh my goodness. I'm so grateful for this community. Thank you for supporting us. We have a copy of Fantastic Four issue number 71. It's graded at a 6.0. It's signed by Stan the Man.
Wow.
And if you want a chance to win this, farmhand print, if you want a chance to win some gorgeous prints from our sponsor, Kevin Esslinger Art, all you have to do is comment down below. Hit the like button. And as always,
Geek responsibly.
enough said. Thank you so much, comic fam, but real talk, we gotta talk about this. This is serious. You guys are finding some really dope comic books and you're tagging me in them and I'm starting to get jealous. Like I'm seeing your guys' finds and I'm like, how'd they get in such good finds? I don't know about this. But for real though, take a look at this interview that I did with Chris Claremont in Comics with Bueller. I think you'll enjoy it. It was a tough interview that I had to prep for like an hour before I went on stage. So I think you'll enjoy it. We kind of make a fool out of ourselves, but you know what? We do it for the comic fam. It's what we do.